Welcome back, guys, to the Sassuolo playthrough. This is episode number 2, and today we're going to be having a game, our second leg Europa League qualifying match against Aberdeen. Obviously, last time out we ended up winning 2-0. To bring you up to speed with everything that's been going on, let me just give you a quick breakdown. We put in a bid for Alexander Trukowski, and although I wasn't really too worried about my attacking midfielders, when I thought about what would happen if they suffered a major injury and were out for several months, I didn't think I would have the kind of attacking midfielders that could do a job for a regular stint rather than just coming off the bench or playing as a rotation player. So I really wanted to make sure I got another attacking midfielder. Unfortunately, we don't have the funds. He's going for about 3 odd million. He looks like a great player, lots of potential to grow into as well, I think, and he is only 23 years old, so it would have been a great buy if we can get the funds. I'm going to try and sell some players on. Unfortunate news, Alessandro Matri is out for 5 to 6 months. It isn't the biggest blow because we do have a few strikers lurking about in the squad, and he's not one of our starting strikers. Obviously, he has to get ahead of Gary Hooper and Vincenzo Ranella. We also put in a bid for Mark Yanko. I wasn't too sure whether we should fill out for another striker or not, since we did unfortunately lose one. He wanted too much for his wages, which was disappointing. And that makes sense when you consider the fact that I put in a loan bid for Leonardo Yaloa, and I have to pay 100% of his wages, but you look at his stats, he is a great player, probably better than Gary Hooper and Vincenzo Ranella, if not on the same par. It's a bit of a problem for me because he could easily be the starting striker for the team, but again, he's on loan, he's not really our player, and he's not so significantly better than my other 2 strikers that I want to put him ahead of them. So I think we're going to see how Gary Hooper and Ranella get on. They have their opportunity. I'm going to give them their opportunity to kind of win their permanent place as a starting striker, one of those 2. And if they're not really doing anything, then Yaloa is going to come in and he's probably going to do the job for us instead. A bid actually came in for Francesco Magnanelli from Lazio, which I rejected. It wasn't worth much, and considering how good he is, I didn't think it was really a fair estimate for him. Not only that, but I think he's a great player, and I want to keep him around for our starting 11 more than likely. And because of that, they obviously wanted me. They used it as leverage to get a new deal, and now I have to pay him $35,000 a week, and he has a contract running until 2018. We also had a bid come in for Christian Dell'Orco for $325,000. I wasn't too fussed about getting rid of him, but then I realized I didn't have too many fullback options in the right back position, so I wanted to keep on to him and see if we could strong arm for a bit of a better price in that sense. And that is pretty much all that happened outside of the game that you're about to watch. So going into the second leg against Aberdeen, I'm going to keep things quite aggressive. We've obviously got that 2-0 advantage. I want to go out with a high tempo and controlling the game as much as possible. But I want to keep the instructions low for now, simply because I don't want to overcomplicate things. I want people to kind of... I want to see how they are playing in this formation still. I'm not too convinced by it yet. I want to see if they progress better into this game. As for the lineup, we're going to go with the exact same squad. I don't feel there's any need to change it. What was working last time was working fine. The only thing is we should be on more of an advantage since we're playing at home this time. And again, I'm just going to make sure that the strikers are marked up. Again, just make sure the wingers are taken care of on this one. They are rocking a formation I've used before, the 3-1-4-2, which actually isn't too bad. I just want to be cautious. Just because might be the favourites, just because we might be winning, does not mean that you should slack off. I think that's actually really done wonders. Usually I just go with the old passionate, oh yes boys, lovely, keep going out there, win, you're marvellous, you're beautiful, I want to suck you off, that kind of stuff. So I've used the 3-1-4-2 before, and I actually quite enjoyed it. I mostly used it because I ran out of fullbacks or something. I didn't have enough fullbacks to play 4 at the back, so I had to go with 3 at the back, and I ended up playing with a defensive midfielder as well because I wasn't too sure how the 3 at the back would go, but it ended up being quite a successful formation for me. I think it just depends on the team you've got. Sensi! Oh! My goodness, what an effort on the volley, or the half volley it looked like. Now we're really coming out with some nice creativity. It looks like this formation is suiting us better at home, and there's an offside. Great. It's interesting to see how in real life the 3 at the back, like the 3-4-3, has become quite a dominant formation this year, and I think that it seems to be becoming a little bit more used in FM by people, and I'm not too sure how it gets on. I think the best one you're probably going to get is playing like more of a 3-5-2 type of style on FM, because every time I come up against a 3-5-2, especially against Watford of all teams, they seem to always win against me. I don't know what it is. I just can't. Even last year, I just could not beat that formation no matter what I did. Right, I'm a little surprised that we haven't scored yet. I think we've been on the front foot quite a bit. Haven't really converted any. Had a clear-cut chance. Maybe some nice passing will get us through. Politano goes through, and it's not going to beat the keeper there. Might just change the instructions. I feel like we should be looking for the overlap. We've got people in position to actually take on the defence, and I'm actually going to tell them to run at the defence as well. What I'm looking for is I want them to try and take on those defenders. They've only got 3 out there, so we're playing wide, obviously to exploit those flanks, but I want people to make overlapping runs. We're getting the ball, we're not quite finding our way in there. And what's happening is when we do finally find our way in there, like Politano did, he hasn't actually got enough room to get a good angle at the goal. Right, let's hit them on the counter now. Go forward, fast and furious, just like me in bed. What? Who said that? Sensi! Oh, what a save. This goalkeeper's on fine form today. What has he been smoking? Hit it back out wide. Politano goes in. Ranella! Oh, no! Vincenzo! I thought he was finally going to get his his goal for the club. This has got a draw in. Why is Ranella running for that? Why didn't the winger go after it? He's my forward. I need him in the box. Sensi. What's he doing with this? He's played it back. Ricci! Oh, unlucky. Maybe I should come up with some nicknames for these guys. Call like Ricky. Ranella, the guy who doesn't score. Politano, the guy who always makes me look like a fool. I'm actually going to switch things up. I think maybe going wide is not quite working out for us. I know it's early in the game still, and I should probably just stick to my guns, but I'm going to try a bit more of a shorter game, see if the quick passing actually can break down its defense. Sensi. Oh, that's over here. Oh, Frey's kept it on. Nice work. Ricci! Oh, skimmed around the post. I'm going to try working the ball into the box. The crossing's not quite working at the moment. I am just nervous. I'm just nervous because I've played games of FM like this before. And even though you're the stronger team, even though you're on top, because you're not scoring, the other team is bound to score a goal. Well, I mean, it was a solid half. Unlucky we didn't score, but... And I really am thinking about 2 at the front, just because I really want to make sure we get this goal. I don't think we need the defensive midfielder. We're so on top at the moment. I'm just going to bring on Gary Hooper as a complete forward. It's a good ball. Politano, what you got for me? Gary Hooper. He's lurking already. He wants to prove the haters wrong. I saw some comments that's like, so you've sold a good striker and you bought some average strikers. Like, yes, but it's Gary Hooper, mate. So literally, my thinking behind that was like, okay, I've got a striker worth 9 million, right? He is a good striker. He's not anything special though. Like, no matter what, we'd be looking to try and get a better striker than that. As we're coming forward, Nicholas Frey, don't give it a Hooper, shoot! Shoot! A striker is going to put the ball in the back of the net. We've got a couple of strikers. We just need someone who's going to fill that gap, essentially. Like, we managed to get 2 strikers for less than 1 is valued at, right? And I need to strengthen some other areas, like my fullback positions. I needed more attacking midfielders. So that's why we sold him. And I was like, I could replace him with a striker who will do an okay job. Like, I'm hoping my wingers will be able to put in a shift to score goals as well. Someone said it's Sassuolo. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've looked up multiple times how you pronounce the goddamn team name, and it's all over the place. Right, I'm going to start hitting crosses again. I think that what we were doing before is still clearly not working. If anything, I don't think we're getting the full use of our wingers. So I'm just going to go full out, direct passing. I'm even going to go attacking. I want to hit them hard. I want to make sure we get this goal. On the overlap. Yes, Politano. Go! Lewis! He is having a game and a half, isn't he? That's a lovely direct ball. Go on, Mazzatelli. Duncan, quick ball. There you go, Politano. Smash it. Lewis, give it a rest. Have a day off, son. Everyone's entitled to a holiday. Go on, boys. On the counter. Oh, come on, Gary. Richie, go. That's a lovely ball. Politano! Lewis! Give it a rest, mate! Peluso, Duncan. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, Lewis. You need a hobby. Oh, my God. Fair play to this keeper, man. I need to sign him. Right, I'm swapping Gary Hooper over. And we're just going to go for it. I have to say, at least it's looking like we've done the job. We've won the game over the legs. What a ball! Oh, Gary! Yes! Da, 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 da. Gary Hooper! Da, 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 da. Gary Hooper! Oh, look at these. Look at the work. Frey to the salty vinegar hoops. I don't know what that was meant to be. It was some sort of joke about hula hoops, but it just went horribly wrong. But who cares? Took 20 odd shots, but finally Lewis has been defeated. You know what? After conceding that goal, I don't actually think I want him in my squad anymore. Get on my high horse. The boys are going to the playoffs. Well in there, boys. Good victory. Very nice victory. Well done. That's what we wanted. You can say whatever you like about my strikers being average and whatever, but it's fair to say that our defence and midfield are pretty damn solid. And there's nothing you can say about Gary. Don't take that. You know what? Leave Gary Hooper out of this. Leave him alone. He's a majestic being, and I'm glad to have him in the team. No one can take that away from me. Not that anyone would want to take Gary Hooper away from me.